Hey everyone, welcome back to more political chatter. So you might have seen news about Andrew Yang, and probably haven't heard a lot about him, but you might have seen him briefly on the news you tuned into this morning, or on Twitter trending, or on your YouTube homepage. And there's news from him that he announced, and it's most average person probably doesn't really understand what's going on. So I'm just going to explain what this news was that he released last night. I actually live streamed it, and yeah, so this is a simple video to say what was going on. So if you don't remember, in 2021, Andrew Yang started a third party called the Forward Party. He released a book and everything, and he had left the Democratic Party. Of course, he was a candidate in the 2020 Democratic primaries, but now he has left that party and he is now the founder of the Forward Party. But anyway, there's big news with the Forward Party. So anyway, let's just read a little bit. I won't read this whole thing. So about 10 months ago, I left the Democratic Party. Blah blah blah. So of course, this Forward Party, their message is stopping political polarization, stopping America from being so divided by politics. Let's bring back the days when you could sit down, have a conversation with someone that you disagree with, and that could be a good thing. That's the message of the Forward Party. But the news comes here. The first news. Today, I have some incredibly exciting news. The Forward Party is merging with two phenomenal organizations, the Serve America Movement, SAM, and the Renew America Movement, RAM. The new Forward Party will immediately be the third party in the country by resources by the time you read this. So if you don't know the Serve America Movement and the Renew America Movement, so the Serve America Movement was created by a former Republican congressman from the state of Florida. The Renew America Movement was actually founded by a former New Jersey Republican governor, Christine Whitman. And, this is really cool. We see two Republicans and one Democrat coming together to create one party to stop people from being so divided by politics. And that's what's great about the Forward Party. So, and the news, the Forward Party is now the biggest third party in the country by resources. So that means, not necessarily by party registration yet, because because the Forward Party is not on the ballot yet because it's so new, but on terms of money, on terms of campaign items, all that in terms of candidates, like locally, like Libertarian Party and Green Party, they run one candidate in the presidential election, and like that's it. That's all they focus on. That's all they care about. But in reality, the Forward Party, they can be running a candidate in the presidential election, and then they could be running local candidates in local elections, because then, if you run in a local election from the Forward Party, you win or don't win. But then come next presidential election, and the people are like, oh, okay, I remember the Forward Party. Someone ran from that party in the town council election, whatever. And, I recognize it, and I'm more likely to vote for the party now. And let's read here. That's right. The new Forward Party is now the biggest third party. Our reach will expand very quickly. We are already on the ballot in several states. It's very good, with a goal of 15 states by the end of this year, twice that number in 23, and all 50 in 2020 and 24. Notice all 50 in 24. Maybe that means they want a presidential. But that is mostly the big news here. The SAM Party and the RAM Party and the Forward Party are joining together, and this new party is just called Forward, I guess, aka Forward Party. They're just keeping the name. They changed the logo, actually. I kind of like the other one better, but whatever. Excuse me. Anyway. And let's look down here now. I find this pretty cool as well. And if the above weren't exciting enough, we are announcing a national building tour starting this fall. I'll be on the bus. They are doing a bus tour around the United States. That will be so cool. I want to meet him so bad. I'm still yet to meet Andrew Yang. That will bring us to communities around the country, culminating in our first national convention next summer. Yes, that's right. Our first national convention this next summer. I heard it's going to be in Houston, which does make sense as the Forward Party of Texas is one of the biggest forward state parties. But honestly, it could be something else. With each stop, more and more Americans will join the forward movement. It's going to be epic. I'm super pumped about this. If you were interested in the Forward Party but weren't sure that it would make a positive difference, now is the time. That's true. Sign up for our mailing list or maybe even donate $1 or $2. Find out if we're coming to your town and how you can be a part of it. We have no time to waste. So, on terms of the bus tour, if you wanted to know where he's coming, so I messaged, I did not message, I just replied to a post by a Forward Party staffer, and I said, what's the bus route? I need to know. And she said that, the plans will be coming out soon. So you can't technically find out if we're coming to your town. But if he's anyone in Connecticut, anyone in Rhode Island, even Massachusetts, I would love to meet him. I'd love to take a picture with him. I'd love for him to sign some of my items. I do have quite a few items that he could sign. But anyway, so this is what happened with the Forward Party. CBS even made an article about it. Reject extremism and division. If you look on his Twitter page, he pinned his tweet. He pinned a new tweet for the first time since he released his book. They're joining forces, exactly like what I was saying. He retweeted Business Insider. They're not moving left nor right. They're moving forward. Dozens of former Democrats and Republicans, including former presidential candidate Andrew Yang, banded together to form the Forward Party. I really see this growing a lot. The only thing the two parties agree on is to not train for new parties in competition. We're trying to change that. Oh my God, look at that. CNN did a little video about it. I will be sure to watch that. So anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button, comment video ideas down below, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks again, guys.